Hello, welcome in everyone. Welcome, welcome. We're gonna jump right into the games. All right, we're trying something new. We're going straight off the bat. You guys are giving the hints this time. Might have to be Board Ghost giving the hints. Yo, what's up? Welcome in, BH22. First, you're close. Very close to first. All right, I'm mixing up the board this time. You guys are giving the hints. I'll move focus so that we can go there. If you feel like playing along, this is Wavelength. On the spectrum of dangerous to safe, y'all, you need to think of a hint to give to me so I can put the red dial right on to the blue 4. You guys know the placements. I do not. Dangerous to safe. I'm giving people a moment to get in, see the board, memorize that placement. Welcome in, everyone, by the way. Closing it up. Mark, you may look. Hi, what game is this? Shut up, A. We're playing Wavelength. I see helmet, heaven, going to the bathroom, breathing. I'm seeing pretty safe things. Elbow pads is an interesting one, because those are very safe, but they only protect your elbows. They don't protect the full thing. Join your fan club for 200 days. Holy moly. Goddamn, thank you, Eden. I think I'm going to say wearing a seatbelt when driving. Very safe. Is that maxed out safe? I mean, heaven's probably a maxed out answer, right? If multiple people are saying heaven, I think I have to say maxed out safe. I'm going to lock in there. Hey, that is correct. Ooh, is that? Okay, well, I'll count that as touching the 4. We'll call that a 4. Good job, chat. Good job. Yeah, wearing a seatbelt while driving is, in fact, maxed out safe. Poison, I think you saw it on the wrong side. Closing up the board, switching them out. I'm going to be giving y'all the clues this time. We're going to try something different. Oh, my stream was paused. I was so confused. That will happen. We're going to do it a little bit different this time. We're just kind of running the cards, not worrying about the 7 cards rule this time, if you happen to know what that is. Let's go with useless invention to useful invention. This is a fun one. I'm giving you all the hints this time. I'll mix up the board. Useless invention to useful invention. All right. This one is a thinker. Useless invention to useful invention. Ooh, what am I going to say for this one? Hurry, I'm doing my best, Kev. Sheesh. All right, my hint to you. On the spectrum of useless invention to useful invention is going to be, I am going to say, let me think of a good one for you. I'm going to say dissolvable condom. How about that? We'll go a little risque for the first hint. Dissolvable condom. Dissolves on contact with moisture. That is your hint. I am restarting the poll now. I think it's going to pop up on screen. Y'all get to vote on where to set the dial by typing hashtag followed by the number you would set the dial to. Make sure to include the hashtag. That is how your vote gets counted. Hashtag followed by the number. Hint was dissolving condom. Ew, Mark. First thing I thought of. What can I say? Make sure to include the hashtag. Borgos poll ain't working at all. You might have to resend your stuff. Do you have to refresh the page or something? All right. You might need to send in your vote a second time. I apologize. Poll was not working at all. This is definitely a thinker. How would that work? It's a good question, Goofy Ball Hunter. Hashtag followed by the number should be working now. Sorry, I was lying before when I said the poll was running. It's running now. Hashtag followed by the number. It's 1 vote per person, just to warn you. Okay, we can see them coming in now. Thank you all. Oh, and also, we got a cool little feature now. The latest follower pops up on screen. So if you want to see your name here, the latest follower, if you're not already following, gets the name on screen. Pretty neat. Get into your votes. I ran it a little long. We're going to be ending the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I'm ending the poll there. 2 was our winner for dissolvable condom. Let's see how we did. You guys said 2. You know, it's not completely useless. No, it is completely useless. Guys, that defeats the purpose. It's not gonna work. You're going to have baby. It's going to be bad. That is still 2 points. Not bad. Are you the guy who time traveled? I seen a video about you. Am I the guy who time traveled? Are you talking about like the history guy meme? I got it. A few people did. Do y'all know what that even is? Maybe they didn't. Yeah, I'll let you decide that for yourself, Josh. You can watch a few more minutes of this stream and come to a conclusive conclusion on that question all on your own. Let's do for our next card. You guys are giving the hint, so let's do a good one for this. Let's do boring hobby to interesting hobby. All right. You guys are giving the hints this time, so I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to spin up this board. And there's your placement. Y'all need to think of a hint on the spectrum of boring hobby to interesting hobby to get me to put the red dial right onto that blue 4. Topic is boring hobby to interesting hobby. Last round, we landed on a 2, so we're hoping for a 3 or a 4 this time. Memorize that placement. I'm closing up the board. Mark, you may look. Dirt biking, said in all caps, so for emphasis. Cooking, skateboarding. Good job not looking at the answer. Totally thought you looked to the other side of the board. Yes, I do that intentionally. Pottery, art. Ooh, okay, art's an interesting hobby. Rock climbing. I love rock climbing. It is my favorite thing in the world. I'm a huge bouldering enthusiast, but I recognize that the general person doesn't find it that interesting. Playing Sudoku, learning ALS. That's an interesting one. Pottery. I'm not maxing it out. I think this is slightly to the interesting side. Maybe like a decent chunk over. Go-karting, board games. I'm going to be a little biased on that one. Dumpster diving. Well, now that is an interesting hobby. It's not something I would ever really do, but if somebody did it, I would be so curious to learn more about why and what they get. I'm going to lock in there. I think this is a decent chunk to the interesting hobby side. We're trying to get better than a 2. Hey! And that is exactly better than a 2. That is a 3. Good job, chat. The dumpster diving, that was the necessary tick to get me there. That was a good one. Horse riding. Horse riding is a very interesting hobby in general. There's a lot of things to talk about with it. Or at least the people talk about it seem to think so. Alright, I am giving the hints this time. Also, just so you guys know, I'll mention again, every time somebody follows, when we get a new follower, their name pops up on the screen, if you're wondering why that is. So if you're not already following, if you want to see your name pop up, you can feel free. Alright, I'm giving the hint this time. We're doing bad to bring to an airport, good to bring to an airport. I got a trip coming up, guys, so this is going to be a helpful card. Alright. Only I can see the placement right now. Let's see. We are doing good to bring to an airport, bad to bring to an airport. Memorize that placement. Close up the board. Chat, you may look. Bad to bring to an airport, good to bring to an airport. Do you remember me? Of course, Kinley Binley. How could I forget that name? Welcome in. Bad to bring to an airport, good to bring to an airport. Let's see. My hint to you is going to be... I'm going to say 3 phone chargers. 3 phone chargers is my hint. Give me a moment to restart the poll. Poll has been restarted. It is taking your answers now. Y'all get to vote by typing hashtag followed by the number you would like to set this dial to. Hashtag followed by the number. Make sure to include the hashtag. That is how your vote gets counted. This game is dumb, says Lord. Well, no one's forcing you to be here. I'm sorry you feel that way. We play some other games on our other channel that we go live on the Purple app. You guys can catch us there. There's a link in our bio. Oh, did it break again? Why is it not taking any of these hints? Poor Ghost. This one? Okay, all right, the votes are taken now. It just took a minute. I guess it got too many votes in at once. They are being counted now. Hashtag followed by the one you'd want to vote for. Your hint was 3 phone chargers. Hashtag 7 is winning right now. Ooh, hashtag 8 just passed it. Not you, Goofy. Thank you for specifying, Steve. All right, get in your votes. Ooh, it's a tie between 7 and 8 right now. It's 1 vote per person, by the way. I should specify that. It will not count anything past your first vote. We're going to be ending the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I am ending that poll. 7 was our winner. Bad to bring to an airport. 3 phone chargers. Guys, this is a tough one. Friend of Yeshua saying hashtag 15, good to share and meet people. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. No, that wasn't my exact logic. My logic was, it is good to bring a phone charger to the airport. It's probably even good to bring a backup. It's probably good to bring 2. But once you get to 3, well, it's good, but it's a little unwieldy. It's a little unnecessary. Why did they pick 7? I don't know. Maybe they're thinking that's too many phone chargers. Oh, Josh, no worries. I was not offended. Okay, I was not offended at all. No worries. Appreciate the apology though. But yeah, it is all good. You can stick around, enjoy the games. I love your vocabulary. Ooh. I may disappoint you in the future. I tend to use words wrong on occasion. Board Ghost yells at me for it. I said 17. 17 was also close. Wait, what? Yeah, more common than you might think. All right, you guys are giving the hint, so let me get a good card for this one. Let's do, all right, this one's simple. Let's do unimportant to important. Love your content, though. I did follow. Bless. Thank you, Josh. Josh just joshing. Sorry, I didn't read your full name before. That's a great name, by the way. All right, you guys are giving the hints. I'm going to change the focus so you can see the board better. I'm closing my eyes. We missed last time, so getting on the target at all is going to be considered a victory. That is your target there. The blue 4 specifically is what we are aiming for. You need to give me a hint so that I can set the dial right onto that blue 4 on the spectrum of unimportant to important. Memorize that placement. Closing off the board. Mark, you may look. Phone, pets, a pet, TV, no phone. Phone's an interesting one, because in the modern day, it is very important to have a phone, stay interconnected with people. But plenty of people do survive without a phone, and if you lose your phone, it's not like it's the end of the world. You get a new one. I think phone's a little bit to the important side, but pet's very important to me, like when you have one, but if you don't have a pet, then it doesn't matter that much. King Charles. Organizing your work folders. Oh, I hope that's not my coworker in chat. Yelling at me. Organizing your work folders, that seems important, but you can survive without it. I'm getting a lot of these. These are like good, important things that you can survive without. Doing recommended maintenance on your second vehicle. I don't even do recommended maintenance on my first vehicle. Then I'm going to say like here. Just a little, I'll take it one more. A little bit to the important side. I'm locked in. Whoa, hey! Good hints. Good hints, everyone. That is a perfect 4. That is like dead center of the 4, too. Nice, good job. W Mark, good job. Thank you, Heather. Holy moly. Nice. All right, that's the best score we can get. The perfect 4. So I guess the only thing to do now is see if we can do it twice in a row. Watching Wavelength with Mark. That is just a little important. I would agree with that. Also, I'll mention again, if you're wondering why there's a little name on screen on TikTok, every time somebody follows, their name and profile pops up there. So if you want to see your name and you're not already following, you could give a little follow. You might see yourself. Or if you're terrified of seeing yourself, do not follow. Let's do good to... Ah! I hit the wrong button. Let's do good to evil. Happy Friday. Doc, around here we call that a Fri-yay. On this stream, we call it a Fri-yay. Whitest stream on TikTok. All right. Let's see. Blue 4, the only I can see right now is what we are aiming for. Mine won't show. Oh. It may have been somebody else followed at the same time and it just got overwritten. I'm sorry. But yeah. But please don't spam. We will try to see it. Just wait a few seconds between the messages. Good to evil. I'm giving the hints this time. It's my B-day. Happy birthday, Mary. Glad you're spending a little bit of your special day with us. Why are you on tonight? I've been trying to do more Friday streams. Looks like you're looking at 16, not gonna lie. Well, feel free to guess that. You might not be right though. My hint on good to evil, I'm going to say my hint is going to be a cheetah. That's gonna be my hint. A little bit of a thinker there. Let me restart the poll so that you guys can vote. Poll has been restarted. Y'all, you get to vote by typing hashtag followed by the number you would like to set the dial to. Hashtag followed by the number. Make sure to include the hashtag. That's how the vote gets counted. Oh, they're good. You can pet them. Your hint is a cheetah. Not a cheater. A cheetah, like the animal. Is Corey any better, Mark? Oh, you meant in the illness way. I thought you were having us like compare each other in like value. Yes, Corey is doing better. He was feeling well yesterday, but was worried he was still contagious. So I'm sure he is doing much better today. As a reminder, make sure to include the hashtag. That's how the vote gets counted. It is 1 per customer. So once you send your first hashtag, you will not be able to vote again. It will automatically reject you. And Grace sent a heart me. Thank you so much, Grace. What did that say? Just found you. I'm so invested in this game. Welcome in, Jada. Glad you're having fun. Get in your votes. We're going to be ending the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 13 was our winner by a decent bit. And Grace with the 10 TikToks. Thank you so much. You guys said 13, a little bit evil. And hey, that's not bad. That is not bad at all. That is a tough placement for this card. You guys got the logic. They're a little bit evil. They are a vicious predator that eats things, but at the same time, they're so cute and you can pet them and they purr like regular kitties. They're not classified as a big cat because they're capable of purring. They chirp, just like a normal cat does. Wonderful creatures. Nice. So that is a 2. You guys are going to be given the hints in this next round. I guess we can see if you do any better. Should have been a 4. I became titled gifter for the first time. Yo, that's awesome, Grace. Let's see. What is our next card going to be? You guys are giving the hints. So let's... Okay, I like this one. Let's do worst ice cream topping, best ice cream topping. Custom card from Bunny May. Hi, I'm new here. Welcome in, Vivi. We're playing some Wavelength. It's perfect timing. You guys about to give the hints. Chat messed up a setting and YouTube is 15 to 20 seconds behind. Don't! Cycle stream at the end of this round. Yeah, Kelsey. This is actually fun. Yo, glad you're having a good time. All right, I'm opening up the board so you guys can see the placement. I'm changing the focus so that's on the board. The blue 4 that you guys can see, that I cannot see right now, is what we're aiming for. On the spectrum of good ice cream topping to best ice cream topping, you guys are going to give me a hint. So I can hopefully put the dial where it needs to go. Closing it up, Mark, you may look. Ooh, sardines. Sardines is a pretty bad one. Pistachio, gummy bears. Cranberries, that's a creative one. Asbestos. Well, Doc, that's going to move me to the worst side. Mint. Mint and asbestos being given as the same hint is a little crazy. Pickles. Okay, I'm going to say asbestos was to just get me on the bad side. I'm not going to consider it. Moldy peanuts. Would I eat sardines on ice cream? If it was vanilla ice cream, I'd try it. Pickles. I think this is pretty bad. I think this is not the worst in the world if people are saying things like mint and gummy bears and stuff like that. The gummy bears freeze, though. They do kind of suck. Mint is better. Use the hint mint. Well, enough people are saying it. Mint, mint. They have mint-flavored ice cream. It can't be that bad. That would put me more like here if I'm only considering mint. Marshmallow? Grape? But, oh my goodness. Asbestos would keep it from melting? That's such a good point. Okay, if I'm only considering mint, bacon, some of the other ones, I'm just going to put it a little bit to the worst side. I think I'm going to lock in there. Onion. Okay, alright, that is still touching the target, I believe. We take those. That is a 2. Barely a 2. But I will count that. Good job. Cranberries, I'll go back to that hint. That was a creative one. I liked that. But I think I would put it too far on the good side if I only considered that one. All right, let me switch out the boards. I'm giving the hints this time. And all we need to do to beat that last round is do better than a 2, which is pretty easy, I think. We're going to do best use of a Make-A-Wish wish, worst use of a Make-A-Wish wish. This is a creative one. Cranberries on like butter pecan would be yum. I need to get some butter pecan ice cream. Should have listened to my sardines. That might have moved me too far to the bad side. Evening aim, says Steve. Why did TikTok say mint, lol? I don't know. It was a fine enough hint, I suppose. I balanced it out with sardines and asbestos. And welcome in, Ames, of course. All right, blue 4, the only I can see right now is what we are aiming for. I need to stop lifting up the board because I'm blocking my face there. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Best use of a Make-A-Wish wish, worst use of a Make-A-Wish wish. What about raisins? Raisins would be decently far on the bad side. Not that bad. It's just raisins. They make rum raisin ice cream. Let's see. My hint for you for this card, this very fun card. What was it? The placement, it was like a last round. It was pretty far on the bad side. I forget exactly where it was. Oh, new YouTube chat. YouTube cycled. Okay. My hint to you for this card is going to be... I'm going to say trip to a local theme park. Trip to a local theme park is what I'm going to say for best use of a Make-A-Wish wish, worst use of a Make-A-Wish wish. Let me restart the poll so you guys can vote. All right, poll has been restarted. Y'all can vote by typing hashtag followed by the number you would like to set this dial to. Hashtag followed by the number. Make sure to include the hashtag. That's how the vote gets counted. It will not work otherwise. BRB stuck on loading. We've been kicked out. Sorry, Steve. We're fixing it. We're fixing it. All right, I'm seeing some hashtag 13s come in. Just to let you know, there's 1 vote per person. So once you send your first hashtag, you don't have to send anything else. It will not be counted. The hint was a trip to a local theme park. And in general, please do not spam. We have a general policy. Wait like 5 seconds before sending your answers again. I don't mind if you send it multiple times. Just wait like 5 seconds. Rip YT. Yeah, we're working on it. Let me know when you guys are back, by the way, if you can hear this. Get in your votes. We're going to be ending the poll. Oh, it was a wide range of things. We're going to be ending the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I am ending that poll. Looks like 16 was our winner. Sheesh. You guys don't like theme parks. Come on, guys. It's a local theme park, but it's not that bad. It's a fine thing. It's probably, you know, if they're needing a Make-A-Wish, it's probably a bit of a hassle for them to get there anyway. I was really close. A few people were. I've got one. It's Mark. Oh, boy. It's Obama. I see you just hate YT. We had to cycle stream because YT was 15 seconds behind, and we wanted to resolve that so that YT could participate in the games. It was done out of love, not malice. Bro, give better hints. Well, we'll see how easy it is for you, because in this next round, you guys are going to be given the hints. What are we going to do for this one? Let's get a fun card. Let me find a fun card for you guys. Let's do... Okay, I like this one. Let's do better hot, better cold. It was literally the perfect hint. Thank you, D-Rock. You're cooked now. All right, you guys are giving the hints better hot, better cold. I am going to bro sold the bag. Okay. Better hot, better cold. I'm closing up my eyes. I'm going to reveal the board. Chat, you may look. You guys are giving the hints this time. Mark's hints may have been washed and unked and cooked and chopped, but your hints might be better. On the spectrum of better hot, better cold, blue 4 right there is what we're aiming for. Y'all need to think of a hint so that I can place the red dial right where it needs to go. Closing up the board. Mark, you may look. Hot chocolate. Ooh, that's a good one. That's definitely... As the name implies, better hot, but once it cools off, does it not just become chocolate milk? That seems like it would be middling, perhaps. Steak, steak's better hot. Burger, I can tank a burger cold. I certainly do. Pizza, same thing. I do not mind a cold burger. Ice cubes, I hate ice cubes. Make them water, they're better hot. Milk. Is this middling? Is that why you guys are going to... Oh, wait, brownies. Ooh, okay, I think that's a really good hint, Ames. Assuming it's middling, but towards better hot. Brownies are great at any temperature, at all, but they're best when hot. Wings, another one we can reheat. Or, yeah, you can, like, do cold, and it doesn't matter. Grilled cheese. Ramen. I'll take it one more to better hot for ramen, and for bath temperature. Because, okay, I see the logic. It's not going to be maxed out for a bath temperature, because you don't want to boil yourself like a frog. I'm locked in there. Oh, complete throw. Complete miss. The people saying ice and milk threw me. I should have just ignored those comments. Ames with a heart mean to go popular. Aiden with a you're awesome. Thank you so much. You sold. Washed. And it's Jiraiya telling me I'm washed as well. It hurts. You're heroes. Mozzarella sticks. You guys name too many things that I enjoy cold, but I'm just not a picky person. I got a cold, week-old burger in that fridge over there that I might eat. I don't know how long burgers stay good in the fridge, but we'll find out. If I die immediately, know it was that burger. Let's do... All right, this is an interesting card. We'll run this one. Unlivable habitat, livable habitat. Steak was perfect. Steak was a good one. Sup, welcome in, Camille. Who the hell likes hot milk? What is hot chocolate but hot milk? Hot milk plus chocolate. What'd you say, Boghost? What do you make your hot chocolate with? Water? Chicken broth?
Milk. It's hot chocolate. chocolate, though. It's not hot milk. Oatmeal is just hot milk. Yeah.
What is cheese on pizza except hot milk that's been processed a little bit? Valid point, thank you. Eggs is good. Nah, eggs is dead center for me. I'm a huge fan of big old cold hard-boiled eggs. All right, unlivable habitat, livable habitat. NES, please don't spam. The general rule here is just wait like 5 seconds before sending another message. I don't mind if you send a message more than once. Just wait a little bit. Okay, that's what I thought. French fries was good. Yeah, that's fine. All right, unlivable habitat, livable habitat. What am I gonna say? You're making my brain hurt. I'm so sorry. Get banned. Okay. My hint for unlivable habitat, livable habitat is going to be... Alright, I'll get a little weird with this one. I'm going to say inside an airplane. That's going to be my hint. Inside an airplane. Let me restart the poll for you. Poll is starting right now. Y'all get to vote by typing hashtag followed by the number you would like to set this dial to. Hashtag followed by the number. The hashtag is how your vote gets counted, so make sure you include it. Said lol good instead of all good. It's understandable, Amy. You monster, says Jeremy. Make sure to include the hashtag. Your hint is inside of an airplane. It is 1 vote per person, just to warn you. So once you send your first vote, nothing else is going to be counted. Oh, my goodness, I didn't even show you guys the poll. There we go. 14 is winning right now. 12 is not too far behind. Very nice. Is there food on the plane or no? I mean, maybe they bring you around the peanuts every once in a while. Get in your votes. We're going to be ending the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see, is that 14 being our winner? 14 was the winner, it looks like. Very nice. Let's see how we did. Not bad. Not bad at all. That is a 3. We take those. That is better than the 2 we got a round or 2 ago. Good job. Good job. Mark didn't throw this time. It is not a miss. It was not a washed, chopped unk hint like before. It was instead a thinker. You guys got it. Good job. Also, chat, just to remind you, you might be seeing some names pop up in the corner. Every time somebody follows, their name pops up on screen and their profile pic. So if you're not already following and you want to see your name pop up for a second or so, feel free to hit the follow button. It really helps out the channel. All right. It's my turn, or your turn to give the hints. Let's do... Also, thank you all so much for the follows, genuinely. Really do appreciate it. All right. This is a silly card. You guys earned a silly one. We're going to do Harmless Prank to Prankless Harm. Custom card inspired by Hayden. I originally wrote this as Harmless Prank to Harmful Prank, but I went, no, you got to keep the original wording. Wait, how do we vote? You don't vote during this round. Let me open up the board so you can see it. But when you vote, you type hashtag followed by the number you want to set the dial to. So it'll make more sense in the next round. But don't worry about it for this round. Right now what you're doing, take a look at the blue 4 wherever it happens to be. You need to think of a hint on the spectrum of Harmless Prank to Prankless Harm to get me to put the red dial right on the blue 4 where it needs to go. Memorize that placement. I'm closing up the board. Mark, you may look. Cheating prank. Interesting. Throwing a chair at someone. Beware, says A. It's ominous. What's the name of the game? Wavelength. Thanks, Maz. Toad in shirt. Thumbtack and coffee? Oh, my goodness. That's awful. That's gonna kill someone. That's prankless harm. That's awful. Crashing car, saying a family member died. Okay, so putting a thumbtack in coffee or nails in shoes. Who up waving they length. Old stealing a cop's handcuffs. Well, that's a little funny. Also, please do not comment placements for the dial. Even if you're just taking a guess on your own, it does take some of the fun out. So you'll have your turn to set the dial, just not this round. Saying I cheated on someone, that's a pretty prankless harm, I would say. Putting something on fire. I'm going to say some of these are maybe intending to be a prank, but not landing. So I'm going to put it about there. And I think I'm going to lock in on these. Capitalism. I'd max that one out. Hey! Not bad. That was our second 3 in a row. Not bad at all, chat. We take those. I got the gist of it. Got the gist of your answers. So, yeah, good job. Yeah, all the way maxed out capitalism would be a good one. The thumbtack and the coffee, that one just stuck with me. I know there are many other good hints that were given. I was just thinking about accidentally swallowing a thumbtack. I was just horrified. Good job. Thank you. All right. Now, if you would like to set the dial, if you are someone who is looking forward to that, this is your turn to do so. That's what these numbers are for. I'm giving you guys the hint, and you're voting using these numbers. Let's do bad use for a time machine, good use for a time machine. This is a fun one. W chat, indeed. I'm down for a Rocket League stream. Don't like a lot of the TikTok answers on card with that placement, lol. Just because it was right doesn't mean you aren't washed and chopped, my dear Mark. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you, dear real-life friend, Jeremy. All right. Blue 4, the only I can see, is what we are aiming for. What up, Better Chat? What up, Dallas? I need to think of a hint to give to you, and you guys will vote and decide where to set the dial. I'm somehow number 3 gifter. Yo, thank you. Also, Laura, thank you so much for the rose. And Mo Dirt for the heart me. Good use for a time machine, bad use for a time machine. Let's see. I am going to say good use for a time machine, bad use for a time machine. Good use for a time machine, bad use for a time machine. My hint to you is going to be... I thought of a hint, but people get mad at me if I said it, so I need to go with a different one. Sorry, I'm blanking on this. I'm usually a bit faster. My hint to you is going to be going into the past to steal office supplies. You traveled to 1953 and you steal office supplies. That's my hint. That's the best I can come up with. This is a difficult card. I'm restarting the poll now. Y'all get to vote on where to set the dial by typing hashtag followed by the number you would set the dial to. You're going back in time to steal office supplies. But hey, how would they ever catch you? You're a time traveler. Poll is starting. You get to vote by typing hashtag followed by the number you would like to set this dial to. Hashtag followed by the number. Will Mark read comments if we're over here? Yes, Kelsey, I will. To warn the iceberg of the ship coming. It is 1 vote per person, so you don't have to send it more than once. It won't be counted. It won't do anything. You'll just be typing for nothing. Wasting precious thumb strength. But you vote by typing a hashtag followed by the number. Looks like 5 is winning right now. Ooh, 3 just surpassed it, though. Hint was going back in time to steal office supplies. They'll never catch you, because you're a time traveler. Get in your votes. We are going to be ending the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hashtag 3. Oop, wrong button. Hashtag 3 was our winner. Pretty bad use for a time machine. But guys, they'll never catch you. They'll never catch. If you do it in the modern day, they might catch you. But if you steal it in 1953, they're not going to be able to find out who did that. Bro, what? Hey, 5 was the second place answer. That would have been points, okay? All right. We were close in a sense. Mark, I have the tism and love old office supplies. Yeah! Did you consider you're getting like authentic 1953 office supplies? They had some good stuff back then. Why are we stealing office supplies? They're vintage, they're cool. You're gonna have the freshest vintage stapler you've ever seen. Everyone in the office is gonna be talking about, do you see how cool their stapler was? Looks like it came right from the 1950s. Holy moly, Maz with the super chats. Spending money in order to send the message, Mark, do better. Thank you so much for the support, Maz. How is this game played? There's a tutorial video pinned on our channel, but if you want a quick explanation, we generate a card, a spectrum, such as underrated actor, overrated actor. I'm going to mix up the board, I'm going to show you guys a placement, and you guys are going to give me hints so that I can set the dial where it needs to go. Keep in mind, TikTok was spamming 15 before he even gave a clue. Yeah, they be doing that. Ames with the super chat saying what Maz said. 2 wonderful community members spending their hard-earned cash to send the message, Mark, do better. Maybe this will be the round that Mark does better. Blue 4 right there is what we're aiming for. Chat, you guys need to think of a hint on the spectrum of underrated actor, overrated actor, to give me so I can put the red dial right where it needs to go. Think up a good hint. It is a spectrum game. Closing it up. Mark, you may look. Please don't spam, Soy. Just say your answer once. I will see it. Mark Ruffalo. Nicolas Cage. I love Nicolas Cage. I don't care how much they cast him. I'm still going to go see it. Dog who plays Lassie. That's an interesting one. William the Foe. Anthony Carrigan. Is that Homelander? Robin Williams. Okay, I think this is going to be on the underrated actor side. Does Markiplier count? Yeah, I can count that. Molly Kane. Tobey Maguire. I used to be such a huge Tobey Maguire fan. Then he started dating someone who's way too young. They're like of legal age, but it's a weird age gap. I think this is to the underrated side. I just don't know how far. If you're saying like Kevin Hart and Mark Ruffalo, they aren't quite underrated. But I'm getting the Nicolas Cages. There's no way. Hold on. Sorry, chat. This is an important bit. Instead of sending a super chat, my friend Jeremy sent me a Venmo for $5 in real life. Is there even a message attached to this? How do I even see the damn messages on Venmo? I can't even show this on screen because it's like his legal name. Anyway, William Dafoe, a little bit underrated. I'm locking in here. Oh, wow. Okay, Mark Ruffalo is throwing me off. Okay, Jeremy included a comment on his $5 Venmo to my personal account saying, do better. The audience we foster here. Who this Jeremy guy. Alright, we're moving on. Wyatt Abavalik, bro. You see, I would have considered that, but I didn't know who that was. They were so underrated, I didn't know them. Wait, I feel bad. It happens, it happens. Never feel bad about giving a bad hint, because always be aware that I have given a worse one. I may have even given a worse one this stream. Let's see. Let's do... Okay. This is a fun card. I don't think we're going to do good with this one, but I like this one. Couldn't outsmart the Scooby-Doo gang. Could outsmart the Scooby-Doo gang. My Robin Williams. I mean, Robin Williams, he's not underrated. He's exactly rated. He's beloved. He's in a ton of things. He's talked about and he's beloved. And even still, I would put him on the underrated side, just not very far, because he's rated properly. He's beloved. All right. Blue 4, that only I can see, is what we are aiming for. Chat, I need to think of a hint to give you so that you can put the red dial where it needs to go. This is a funny one. Yeah, this was a custom card we made for a Halloween special we did a little while ago. I completely forget the placement once again. I keep on doing this to myself. I don't know why I'm doing this. Okay. Remember when I drew Board Gamers Live as a Scooby-Doo gang? I absolutely love that, Kelsey. I still have that image saved. It is one of my favorites. Want to cut out the middleman for you. Bless. All right. Couldn't outsmart the Scooby-Doo gang. Could outsmart the Scooby-Doo gang. I'm going to say... the entire United Forces of the CIA. The full CIA is coming together to try to outsmart the Scooby-Doo gang. The entirety of the American CIA. That is your hint. Let me start the poll for you. Restarting the poll, it is going right now. Y'all get to vote by typing hashtag followed by the number you would like to set this dial to. Hashtag followed by the number. Make sure to include the hashtag. That is how your vote gets counted. Your hint was the entire directed, United Forces of the American CIA. The people who got Kennedy. Yo, star emoji sent a rose. Thank you so much. Sorry I can't really read your name. Seeing a few hashtag 20s. I reposted that, Kelsey, so it was good. Oh, yes, still talking about the drawing. Looks like hashtag 19 is winning right now. Hashtag 20 is very close behind. Office supplies. Don't make fun of me. Get in your votes. Ooh, you could be the tiebreaker between 19 and 20 here. This is very close. As a reminder, the hint was the entirety of the CIA. Get in your votes. We're going to be ending the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I can't end it on a tie. It was that 20. 20 surpassed. 20 was the winner. Maxed out. Absolutely maxed out. You guys think CIA, they murked Scrappy-Doo. They're probably going to murk the rest of them. And that's close. That is points. We take those. That's a 2. It's a little bit ticked up because I'm going to say they have a chance. I don't think it's going to be easy for the CIA. This is going to take time and resources. This is not going to be a simple undertaking. Almost. It was good. It was good. I said 18. Hooray. Yo. A lot of people didn't have the right answer. They understood the mark logic. If not the CIA, then who? Like Sherlock or L from Death Note comes to mind. Some stereotypical genius characters. Maybe like an omniscient being. If it was maxed out, it could be anything. Yeah. Such a good idea for a live. Yo, glad you're having fun. Yeah, also, I should mention, you might have been seeing some names pop up on screen here. If you're not already following, every time somebody follows, their name pops up on screen, and their little profile pic. So if you want to see your name pop up and you're not already following, please do feel free. Helps out the channel. You guys are giving the hint this time. We're going to do worst thing to find in your closet, best thing to find in your closet. I'm a little scared for the hints on this. W Fri-yay for hashtag Mark Logic. Come on. Alright. Blue 4 right there is what you're aiming for. Oh, I read the comment. Thought you were saying Elle Wood, and I agreed with you. I don't know who Elle Wood is, but they might be quite smart. Spin it again. Oh, okay. Oop. Alright, 4 wasn't showing, which means I spin it again. We're fixing it, we're fixing it. Board Ghost corrected me. How about now? We good? Blue 4 right there is what we are aiming for. You guys need to give me a hint on the spectrum of worst thing to find in your closet, best thing to find in your closet, to get me to put the red dial right where it needs to go. Blue 4 right there. Think of a good hint. I'm closing up the board. Mark, you may look. Oh, I forgot to change focus. Hold on. I'll open it up one more time just so you can see that, you can read the text a little better. Don't know if that makes a difference, but I'd like to do that for people. Now, Mark, you may look. Seeing laundry, clothes, $5 bill. Woo-hoo, that's making my day. Leftover Halloween candy. I do be finding that. Guys, I keep a lot of food in my pockets, especially jacket pockets. Those things are stuffed with food. Probably a jean tight. Jeans, sandwich. You guys are saying things that are pretty, like, bog standard to find, right? Like, I'm happy to be finding those things, but I'm not ecstatic. It's not gold bars. Favorite clothing you lost sock. These are all pretty darn good. Your best friend, think about it. Thanks, Maz. 5-gallon bucket of pickles. Yippee! Jeans that don't fit anymore. Okay, I think this is middling. You guys are giving me a vibe of middling. A pencil. Lost sock is accurate. I'm not really thrilled to find a lost sock because at that point I've probably like misplaced the matching pair. So I don't know how I feel about lost sock. I'm going to say I'm a little bit happy about these things. I'm going to lock in here. Howdy, Mark. Howdy, Dana. Good to see ya. Hey, not bad. I'm glad I decided to go with the middling. That is 3 points. We got a 2 last time, so we're improving. We're doing good. That means the next one might be a 4, hopefully. Lock in. We are locked in. We need to get a 4 here. Mark, listen to Maz. What did Maz say? Oh. Respin. Oh, sorry, you're talking about the best friend comment. No, I'm not considering that one. Let me get a new card to give you guys. I'm giving the hints this time. You guys are going to get to set the dial. This is so fun. Yo, glad you're having a good time, Brittany. Next card is going to be summer activity to winter activity. This is a fun one. Also, star emojis in their name that I can't really read. Sent another rose. Thank you again. If you have a preferred name, please do let me know. Hello. Hello, Mr. Penguin. We're going to do summer activity, winter activity, custom card from Live Doug. All right. Opening up the board, there is a blue 4 that only I can see right now. There's a blue 4 that is only visible to me. I'm going to give y'all a hint so you can set the dial right where it needs to go. You should let us give the hints every time. Come on, man. I'm not that bad at giving them. Summer activity to winter activity. Oh my goodness, my brain is so fried today. I cannot remember where this thing keeps going. Try covering your eyes when you see. Nope. If you think you know where it is based off my eyes, good luck. People tend to be more confident than they are correct when it comes to these things. So, welcome in, M-Muck. All right, my hint to you is... my hint to you is going to be snowboarding. Snowboarding is the hint. I'm restarting the poll right now. Y'all get to vote on where to set the dial by typing hashtag followed by the number you would like to set the dial to. Hashtag followed by the number. Your hint is snowboarding. Very nice. First time as a YouTuber. Whoa, welcome in, Rusty and Lee. Good to see ya. 15, hashtag Mark Logic. Hashtag 18 is winning right now. Hashtag 19 and 20 are very much in the running. Your hint is snowboarding. You know, now that I've had like slightly more time to think about it, I maybe could have given a better hint. There's probably something else I could have said that would have been better. But I think my hint's fine. Snowboarding. I think we're going to do good with it. Make sure to include the hashtag. That is how your vote gets counted. Snow in the summer. Depends on where you live. We're going to be ending the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, what did I say the winner was? 18 was the winner. Very nice. That is points. rethinking it, probably should have just said Christmas, right? That's probably the more obvious one, because that is maxed out winter activity, but you can in theory snowboard during the summer. I was trying to think of one quick for you. I'm realizing now I probably should have gone a different route. Bro. Come on, we got points. Don't be broing me when we still got points. Come on now. Little Garfield on the board. Unless you're in the southern hemisphere, that's not real. Australians, they just lie when they say that their Christmas is a summer activity. It's an elaborate bit. All right. You guys are giving the hints this time. Don't worry, you're not gonna have to deal with the mark hints anymore. Carter, as I said to the last person who asked, just watch the stream for a few minutes, and I think you can come to the answer on your own. Let's see. Our next card is going to be... How do you feel about unreasonable phobia to reasonable phobia? This is a fun one. And yes, please don't spam. The general rule here is wait like 5 seconds in between sending the messages. So sorry, I would never commit those actions again. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. Oops, sorry. Let me close up that board and give it a spin. You guys like this card? Sounds good. Yes. Wonderful. Aren't all phobias irrational? We're going to stretch the definition, okay? All right. We're going to stretch things here. Fudge the rules. I love frogs. My friends had to go to therapy for that fear. Their fear of frogs? Wow. They seem not that scary to me. All right, blue 4 right there is what we are aiming for. Respin? Oh, golly. Again. Thank you, Board Ghost, for letting me know. We good? Okay. Blue 4 right there is what we are aiming for. Y'all need to think of a hint to give me so I can put the red dial right onto that now visible blue 4. It was hidden before. I think one of my favorite comments ever was, how does the 4 get to the other side of the board? Brother, there's 2 of them. It's just printed twice. That's how it works. All right. Get in your votes, or sorry, not votes, I'm so sorry. Memorize the placement so that you can think of a hint to give me. Spiders, bugs, spiders. Fear of train derailment, germs, spiders, fear of death, fear of dying alone. These are all reasonable phobias. Arachnophobia, heights. Yeah. Fear of spiders as a guy. Why does that make a difference? Does it make it more or less reasonable to be afraid of spiders depending on your gender? I think this is a maxed out answer. Rats. Work, fear of work. Some mechanicophobia. Lots of people have that, so I've heard. I think this might be a maxed out answer. Spiders, but in the UK, Mark, the UK. All right. I'm not gonna tick it up for the weird gender implications one, but I am instead gonna tick it up because UK people have much bigger fish to fry. They have much bigger things to worry about. If you're afraid of spiders in Australia, that makes sense. In the UK, you know, bigger fish to fry. I'm taking it up a little bit. These are all reasonable phobias. Ooh, but not enough. Not enough at all. Holy moly. Oh, I got biased again by reading too many very, very reasonable phobias in my mind. We're all saying snake. I also think snake's a pretty reasonable phobia. I'm scared of snakes. I see a snake, I go, whoa. Whoa. Why do I all say spiders? It was so intense. Sometimes it's just the first clue people think of. You know, they're trying to think of a reasonable phobia, and it's the first thing their mind goes to, and it's reasonable to assume that, oh, it'll at least be in the ballpark. So it was fine hints. Honestly, that's a really tough card. I will switch out the boards again, but it's a spectrum. It is, but, you know, spiders is my maxed out answer for that. Like, if not spiders, what would be the maxed out 20 for that card? Let's do for our next card. Okay. You know what? I would usually skip this one, but I'm going to run it because I'm feeling fun. Death. Plenty of people said that. Like drowning. I don't know. Would be a great co-host, would be a terrible co-host. This is a fun card. Guys, usually I have a co-host. Our dear friend Corey, who has been under the weather at a Disturbed concert all week. So, who would be a good person to replace Corey and run the show with me? Also, if you want to see the show where that Corey is usually a part of, there's a link in our bio to our Discord. We go live on that purple app, playing not just Wavelength, but Codenames and other games as well. It is a very nice show if you want to check it out. Link in bio. Get well, Corey. Yeah, he's been down with the sickness, seeing Disturbed on tour. Yeah, as Borgo said. However that Disturbed song goes. Riha. They notably sound like Scooby-Doo. Link in whose bio? In our bio. Alright, blue 4, that only I can see, is what we're aiming for. What's a card? Would be a great co-host, would be a terrible co-host. I'm giving the hints. Hope you join soon again. Me too. He should be back Monday. Let's see. I need to refresh myself. Oh, okay. Alright. Could you guys still see that there? I'm just going to spin it again. I put out too much of an angle. I was trying to avoid the eye problem by putting it at an angle. I think I just revealed it, so I'm just going to ignore that and move on. No, it was a go. Okay, alright. That's fine. It's about at the same place anyway. Would be a great co-host, would be a terrible co-host. I'm going to say he better be back Monday, or I'm going... I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, Carter. My hint to you for great co-host, terrible co-host, let's go with... My hint to you is going to be... Alright, this might be a stretch. I don't know if chat's gonna see my logic here, but I'm gonna go for it nonetheless. Classic Mark tactic. I'm gonna say Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers of football fame. They are my co-host. Are they gonna be a great co-host, best the show's ever seen, or a terrible co-host? Never air the episode. Bro who? Don't bro who me for Aaron Rodgers. I'm giving a name people know. He's a famous football player. Plays for the freaking Green Bay Packers. He's a quarterback for the Green Bay Packers. At least when I watch football. I don't know who he plays for now. The lengths I go to give generic names. And chat, you vote by typing hashtag followed by the number you want to set the dial to. Hashtag followed by the number. Make sure to include the hashtag. Your vote is not counted unless you include the hashtag. He plays for the Steelers? Really? Well, back in my day, he played for the Green Bay Packers. How does Mark know him? We go way back, actually. Yeah. Aaron Rodgers is actually calm babying chat. He's been doing a bit pretending to be Austin. Alright, get in your votes. We're going to be ending the poll shortly. We're ending the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ending that poll. Hit the wrong button again. Ending that poll. 7 was the winner. Just a little bit to the great co-host side. And you guys got the logic. That's points. We got there. Good job. Good job. Loker genuinely have no idea who that is. Come on, y'all. Every time I give, like, a YouTuber that I like or an actor that I like, everyone's like, who? So I'm like, all right, I gotta name someone generic. Someone everyone knows. Let's go with a famous quarterback. One of the most famous quarterbacks there is. Like Peyton Manning or Aaron Rodgers. Nope. I mean, fair, but yikes. Yeah, my logic here is, you know, he's going to be fine as a co-host, but we're not going to have much to talk about. And he seems kind of boring a little bit. Like, if we're not talking about football, he's not going to have much to say. He's buns. He's a bad co-host because he sucks at football. He made me lose my 5-leg parlay. I had so much riding on the Steelers. Famously disliked, though? Yeah, that's why it's not maxed out. That's why it's decently far ticked up. So yeah, you guys got the logic. You guys are giving me the hints this time. Our next card is going to be... Let's do normal thing to own, weird thing to own. Go Bears, yo. I'd be so scared if a bunch of bears showed up when I was trying to play football. Mauled me to death. Me and my innocent Steelers. Has quite a lot to say. Quite an interesting person. Interesting. People don't like when I tell stories on this, but I will tell a quick story as I'm spinning up the board for y'all, and you can see the placement. I have a friend who is an actor. They did a commercial with a gas station chain or something like that that had a guest star of a quarterback. I don't remember who it was, so I'll say it was Aaron Rodgers for the sake of the story. Very famous NFL quarterback. They acted alongside them in this commercial, and they had lunch together on set, and they sat down at the same table, and the only thing my friend could think to ask was, so, do people, like, recognize you from these commercials? And he looks at her and goes, well, they usually recognize me for football. And then they didn't really talk much after that. And I appreciate them completely just blowing their chance. All right, hopefully you guys saw the placement there through my story. Rubik's Cube, rainbow hat, air fryer, Hello Kitty bandits, frogs. The Bears are moving closer to Detroit, I think. Yo, welcome to Detroit, Bears. Umbrella, plasticware. This is putting me on the normal thing to own side. Frogs is throwing me off, but maybe Dallas is biased. Toaster, that's very normal to own. Fish. I believe that humans and fish can live in harmony. A Nintendo Switch or PlayStation. These are all very normal. Air fryer, I'm not going to max it out because it's not standard to have an air fryer in your house. You got to be a little special, a little spendy, a little bougie. Passport, kettle. All right, these are pretty dang normal. Office supplies, from what year? Did you time travel to get them? Socks. Okay, air fryer, lock it in. All right, I won't be too biased by all these other hints I'm seeing. Ninja foodie. Okay, that's the hint I needed. I think this is going to be not that far on the normal side. I need to stop being biased by reading microwaves and stuff like that. I'm not going to let it push me. I'm locking in here. And good thing I did. That is 3 points. Good job. Oh, trampoline. That's a solid hint for this placement. Bidet, that's too far on the other side. Good job, chat. Also, I should mention, you might be seeing some names pop up on your screen over here. Every time somebody follows, their name and profile pic shows up on screen. So if you want to see your name popping up and you're not already following, do consider. You'll get to see your name on screen. It'll be super cool. Thank you all for following. Really do appreciate it. Glad the follow reads work sometimes. All right. I'm giving the hints to y'all. I'll see myself out and now think frogs. I should have considered frogs. That would have gotten me there. I gotta go. I'm so sad. Oh. Well, we will be back, so don't worry. You'll see us again. Have a nice night. Totally real snow. Glad you're able to stop by. Let's do, for our next card, let's hit them with best place to be stranded, worst place to be stranded. Hi. Yo, welcome in, Ava Marie. Good to see ya. Love the 2x4 setup. It's to elevate the board enough so that it can be seen well on camera. Yes, Board Ghost set that up for us. This is a fun one. I do like this card. Custom card from Anita. Also, I did just do a read, but I'll mention while I'm looking at this board here, if you want to see your own custom cards on this stream, we have a Discord. There's a link in our bio. You can go there and leave suggestions for cards, and I will occasionally take them and add them to the game. So you'll get your name on screen, you'll get, you know, your card there. Oh, let me change focus so you can see me better. But all that happens in our Discord. Link in bio. GM, check it out. Yo, please do. Always love when more people join. It's a really active and fun community that we have in the Discord. Best place to be stranded, worst place to be stranded. My hint to you is going to be your parents' house. That is my hint. I am restarting the poll. I am restarting the poll now. Y'all get to vote by typing hashtag followed by the number you would like to set this dial to. Hint is your parents' house. Best place to be stranded, worst place to be stranded. Make sure to include the hashtag. That is how your vote gets counted. Hashtag followed by the number. You get stranded at your parents' house. Yo, and Dallas sent 6-7 for 6-7 joules. Thank you so much, Dallas, over on the Red app. I think I still have a console there. Hey, not too bad then. Looks like hashtag 3 is winning right now. Hashtag 4 is not far behind. Dallas trying to get banned. Great, have to send it again. Oh my goodness. Dallas sent a second 6-7 for 6-7 joules. Thank you so much. All right, chat, get in your vote. Y'all must have some nice parents, lol. Mine are pretty chill. I'm going to be ending the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ending that poll. Hashtag 3 was our winner. Let's see how we did. That is a 2. Very nice. I forgot. I should have told you all that, you know, me and my parents have a good relation. So that probably should have factored in. I forget everyone else's perspectives. Dallas sent a flower, comboed the flower 5 times. Holy moly. Thank you so much, Dallas, for the gifts over on the Red app. Oh, bro loves his parents. That's cool for you. I'm sorry, Sabrina. Well, chat, unfortunately, I do think I'm going to be wrapping it up there for tonight. So we will be live again. Don't worry. If you want to see us, feel free to give a follow, because that is how you're going to catch us next time we go live. If you're not already following. Whoa! Robbie Bobby sent a mini star. Anna sent a hand heart. Sabrina sent a you're awesome. Robbie Bobby sent a heart me. Alf sent a rose. And Sabrina sent a dolphin. Thank you all so much. No, it was way too short. I'm sorry. It's a shorter stream today. I really enjoyed it. I'm glad you had fun. We will be live again doing this. And as I mentioned, we don't only do this. We don't only do TikTok lives. We actually go live on Twitch 3 days out of the week, Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. I'm live. My normal co-host, Corey, is with me. We're in a different setup, and we play Codenames with other games. Do you know when you'll be live again on TikTok? Most likely Tuesday. I can most likely guarantee Tuesday, but no strong promises. If you join the Discord, you will see updates there. I'll let you know that. But if you want to check out the Twitch, it's a really fun show we do there. Link in bio. EST, yes, 4 p.m. EST is when we go live. 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when we go live doing our regular show on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. When we'll be live on LinkedIn. Not doing that anytime soon. All right. Well, have a nice night, chat. We are going to be wrapping it up. Good night, y'all. What time is it right now? 6:17. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my. You got me. You bastard. You got me. You forced me to do a 6-7. Oh, my. That wasn't even intentional. Good night, y'all. Goodbye. 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 Still live on YouTube. Still live on YouTube. I'll hang out a moment on YouTube. I won't go dark just yet. I like to wrap up on TikTok first. Still live on YouTube? Yes. Howdy, YouTube. Yeah, we're doing something. We've been doing things a little bit differently. Usually, what I like to do is I like to go live on YouTube a little bit early so that people can get in and we can chat and we can do things. But the algorithm really hates when we do that, apparently. So we're trying out some new stuff. And what we did today was we basically just started and flew right into the game. Like, I was reading the card and showing the board, and we had 0 people in chat, and we're just gonna deal with it. I don't know. It feels weird doing it that way. People didn't seem to mind as they were coming in. Who's up for chat games? Ooh, sounds fun. Doc, I think most of us are in Gem stream, but you can try to set something up. Is Jeremy live right now? Ooh, I guess I won't be live too much longer, so I'm not stealing Jeremy's views. It wasn't live anymore, my bad. But yeah, I don't know. Oh, yep, Jeremy is live, so I'll wrap it up quick anyway. But I figured in general, what I want to do is if we are going to start like flying into the games, I do want to take at least like a moment after stream to kind of cool down, chat with the regulars, if there's any like housekeeping stuff we need to cover, doing things like that. It was behind, but we're good now. Yes, he is. Okay. All right. Well, I won't be going for too much longer. Because I do have things to do tonight. I'm a busy person. I have so many things I have to keep up with. I would like to do these TikTok streams for longer. It's just part of the reason, a little peek behind the curtains, our dear producer friend Liam, I do writers meets with him every Tuesday and Friday, which is when I go live here. And usually when I'm ending, it's because I'm rushing to get to the writers meet with him. He is screenwriting for a series he's working on. Ooh, exciting stuff coming soon that I and another friend have been helping him with, kind of in-depth, twice weekly writing meetings. Is a lot. We've been doing a lot, but I'm excited for the project. Yay, Corey. How do we play with you? We're wrapping up stream. I'm sorry, Julio, Michelle. We're wrapping up stream here. But if follow for next time if you want. Corey did say he's for sure streaming tomorrow, so everyone knows. Hey, nice. It was just for me, SMH, YouTube, lol. Thanks for coming on, Mark. Maybe he said not the full 12 hours, though. Is March when your trip is? It is, yes. It is March 11th is when I'm leaving. March 11th through March 18th is when I'm going to be gone. See you Monday, Mark. Have a good weekend. See you, Steve. Thank you for the well wishes. Yeah, I'll tell the story real quick before I wrap up. For those who don't know, I'm going to the South by Southwest Film Festival, a film that I took part in. I was the producer and lead editor on this film. Got accepted into South by Southwest, which is a huge deal. We're super excited for it. And I'm going to be traveling down for the duration of the festival. I say film, it is a short film. I should specify it's playing at the Midnight Shorts section if you happen to be going to the festival yourself. But this Wednesday, I think, yesterday, the 19th, is when registration opened. And you can register for up to 3 programs a day for the festival. And our director was coordinating our entire team and was like, line up, we need to be there right when it opens. We need to, as soon as registration opens, you need to be clicking on the one for our film section, the Midnight Shorts. So we make sure to reserve the seats. And I'm like, Mr. Director, I hear what you're saying, but I'm not going to be doing that. The first one I'm clicking on is not going to be our own film. It is going to be the Dropout Improv Comedy Show. That is going to fill up much quicker than Midnight Shorts. That's really cool, Mark. Thank you, Ames. I'll have fun. Yes, I'm really looking forward to it. And then the entire site crashed, and it was really awful and bad. But it was really hard. I was able to fight through the crashes over and over. I might be the first human to actually successfully click on the Dropout stand-up improv reservation button. But I got it. I was so happy because there were so few seats for that one. And then, of course, my second pick was my own film section, which I did get both reserved. It plays twice. I bet you're going to have the best time. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be super cool. There's going to be so many cool people there. But yeah, the glitches with South by Southwest's app and website were so bad that some of the crew members on my film were not able to reserve a spot for their own screening. By the time their glitches were resolved, which was only like 10 minutes after it opened, the spots had already filled up. That's how cutthroat it was. It was awful. It was so bad, South by Southwest had to release a statement saying like, hey, we're going to do a second round of reservations. Don't worry, y'all. Did you get your cowboy boots yet? I'm going to have to rob Jeremy soon. I'm jealous. Yeah, if anyone happens to be in the Austin area, you can check it out. It's going to be in Austin, Texas. Which is why I need the cowboy boots. Okay, I've stolen Jeremy's time long enough. Thank you all so much for being here. Appreciate doing these little chats after the fact. I will see you guys Monday at the latest. Good night for real, everyone. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. I have 2 pair, but they aren't for boys. I could probably rock them. Good night, goodbye.